Hard Rock Hell, day 3, and I'm with Bad Touch.
Hello.
Are you bad to touch?
Possibly.
Possibly.
I hope so.
If you want to be.
Otherwise people have been lying to me for a long time.
So, where did the name come from then?
Oh, God, not that question.
every time.
It was none of us.
None of you.
No, we relinquish all
There's a
responsibility.
former member.
Former member, right, okay.
And we stuck with it.
Well, you could have had a bit on the front and a bit on the end.
I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think of how that could work.
Well, we have to pay more for everything, so we've got an extra 2 words.
That's it. It's
Yeah,
possible.
right, that's what it is.
Economics, that's what it is.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah.
Have you played yet?
No, playing tonight.
tonight.
8:45.
8:45. Looking forward to it?
Yeah, really good.
Are you on stage 1 or stage 2?
Stage 2.
It's quite good in there, stage 2.
Yeah.
I've been in there, seen some bands, good lighting, get a good crowd in usually. So
Yeah, we always like Plum. It's the
Yeah,
third time we've been
Yeah,
here.
we've played stage 1 and stage 2. So.
Yeah, and it's just great. I mean,
It's a great
everyone's
festival, so-
having fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so nice. You know, everyone's
Always
nice,
busy.
which is always a nice thing.
that's what it's all about,
You
isn't
know,
it?
yeah.
So where are you going after here? We'll be playing next.
Wales, again.
Wales,
tomorrow.
yeah.
we're,
Colwyn Bay.
we're currently on tour with Taiketo.
Okay.
We done Glasgow last night, and then they go to Ireland today.
Right.
So we're doing this, then we do a headline show tomorrow in Wales, and then we meet up with them again. Is it Newcastle? Newcastle on Monday, and then carry on with the tour.
Right.
Yeah.
And are you showing a tour bus or do you have a van?
We have a van.
We
You have a van.
We have a lovely Mercedes Sprinter
Right.
With Renault Clio seats.
with Renault Clio seats in it.
Fair enough. So, is one of you designated driver or do you share?
No, we're very fortunate enough to have our manager.
You have your own driver. That's not
Yeah.
so bad then.
Yeah.
So you get plenty of
I
time to
wouldn't
sleep.
trust any of these guys with driving a van over 5 miles. To be honest, that could end in tragedy.
Especially a van that long.
Yeah.
And recording-wise, what's happening?
Yeah, so we've got our sort of compilation EP Down and Out, which we sort of hadn't been selling for a while.
Yeah.
We're going into the studio January, so
Right.
pretty soon. We're all sort of
Debut
overworked
album.
and stressed about it. Debut album, yeah. So it's
That'll
sort
be
of
out next year.
out about spring, summer next year.
Ooh, just in time for festival season.
Just in time. It's almost like we're planning what we're
Well,
doing.
yeah.
For once in our lives.
For once, we're actually getting ourselves organised and getting this
Yeah.
sort of done right. But no, we're so excited. I mean, I can't speak for the rest of the boys, but I'm so
Yeah.
excited to go in and do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And if you've got a title in mind yet, or you're just going to see how the music flows and
We've
we
got
go from there?
like a few.
We've got a few working titles, but
Yeah.
I think we're just going to see how it goes.
Yeah.
We've always been fairly spontaneous, which is
Yeah.
why the planning thing comes so hard to us.
Yeah, it's like
But-
the first thing is
Yeah.
like really set down so early.
Yeah, so we're sort of it's quite out of our comfort zone to be thinking of like artwork and things
Right.
Yeah.
that.
See, that's being done, like all that kind of stuff. Normally it would be done afterwards. And like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do for artwork?
Yeah, now we've got the music. Then it'll take half a year to actually get the album out.
So how would you like to see it come out on download, CD, vinyl, tape?
We're going CD and downloads at the minute. We're,
Vinyls are nice, but they're out of our budget, really.
Yeah,
Right.
we'd love to be able to do it because he loves listening to vinyl. You know, got a big vinyl collection.
I love, but if vinyls come back, I walked into HMV the other day and they have a rack
They have.
of vinyls.
Yeah.
They
I
said
was
it,
like, what? Like,
they said it's almost caught up with CD for sales at the moment.
Really?
Vinyl, yeah,
well, they had like Zeppelin and they had like Royal Blood.
Yeah.
Just like
yeah.
all on vinyl.
So
Everything
if
was
they
on
cost
vinyl.
as much as CDs to make, we do it. But it's
Yeah.
just the fact they're just so
Yeah.
expensive. So.
Yeah.
And we're very poor.
Have you ever thought about doing this Pledge Music to get a few limited editions out on vinyl?
We've talked about it, but I think we just rather do it.
Yeah,
the
well, I mean,
old-fashioned way.
we've worked really hard, like
Yeah.
earn the money, and we've sort of done it like that and do it that way, and then like see the profit afterwards.
For me
if you know
personally,
what
I think it makes me work harder to think that I'm doing it from scratch. And I think if people had trusted me enough to do that, it would put negative pressure on me. If you know what I mean, I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this has got to be good enough because they've already paid for it. You know,
There's
I get-
also a point where if people are funding it for you, when you get into the studio, you might be a bit more laid back, more
Yeah.
relaxed. Whereas if you're,
if you're paying for it yourself and it's your holiday for the rest of the year, you're going to use that time.
Yeah.
get the best result.
It's not very rock and roll, but you know we're
Yeah.
we're in it to win it.
It's a good idea for a lot of bands. I just think we're trying it
A different way.
old,
Yeah.
old fashioned way.
Yeah.
You know. see how it goes.
So how long have you guys been together or known each other?
Too long.
Yeah. What year are we in? 14.
14.
So about 4 years.
So you
2
know.
years mainly doing stuff.
Yeah, since we like really kicked off in the last 2 years, we started
It's
to
been
do something.
snowballing. Yeah.
I mean, last October is when we got our first tour, and since then, that's when it's all sort of. Before that, we were like a pub band, you know.
Right. So you've known each other for quite a while. So when you're in the van, does anybody have any bad habits?
Any we can talk about on radio?
Yes. Yes, you can.
No, well, I actually think, to be honest, because we are at the point, at that hard point at the minute where we're getting places where we need to travel around the country,
Yeah.
but we've not got enough money to have the luxury of space. But I actually think that we get on all right
Yeah.
Deal with it.
living in each
yeah.
other's pockets.
Yeah.
And I think that's fairly healthy for a band,
Yeah.
you know, so that you know each other that intimately, that,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean,
nothing
life's
can-
a lot easier now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got like Game Boys and all these things, like you can watch films and stuff.
on your tablets.
I
and
mean,
all
you
that.
think about like the old, you know, when the Beatles and the.
No wonder they
Stones
went
and
to
that.
cocaine.
Yeah, you know what
know
I
what I
mean?
mean?
They're stuck in a room with nothing to do.
Yeah.
You can see,
Read a
you can see
book
how
or
they, you know, that's
do a
about
line.
all you can do.
We know each other well enough to know
What annoys
what
each
to
other.
avoid
Yeah.
doing.
Talking about, yeah.
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 But we still have a laugh, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we still enjoy each other's company.
That's
Because
good.
this is the end of the day. This is we treat it as our job. But the reason we're doing this and travelling around the country in the back of a van in uncomfortable Renault Clio seats or whatever they are is because we enjoy it. Because
That's
we
the whole
want,
point of it, isn't it? Like I said, like no one picks a guitar up and goes, "I'm going to earn lots of money from this."
Yeah.
I mean, you're deluded if you think that.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You might as well just
Yeah.
be a doctor. You do it because you love it, and then
Yeah.
that love for it, you know, is so
That's
strong
it.
that you want to become, you know, want to make a career from it.
And random question: Marmite, love it, hate it?
Love it.
I'm a Bovril man personally.
Overall, man.
I love it.
I'm good with Marmite.
I'm all about Marmite.
On our next rider,
Excellent.
Marmite.
Excellent. And the other random question I ask is the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Who in the band would die first, and who would survive the longest?
Well, they'd probably hope that I died first. 'Cause I've been the most irritating.
Good job of smiling.
We'd probably throw George out.
Yeah.
Use him as a meat shield.
Now, are you finding like five years
We'd
time just
we'd
ended
throw
up?
George at them first, just to
And then
gauge
they'd be
their
full.
reaction.
by the time- Fat jokes on radio. I love you, brother.
You know what we were saying about how far you can push each other?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Over.
Over.
Okay.
So who would survive the longest?
Probably Rob, because he'd just sit in his cave and not do anything, and let me and Bailey go out there with double barrel shotguns and die with glory.
And what would your weapon of choice be?
I think the machete, that would go.
Had some war
Thought
paint.
about it too much.
Thought about it way too much.
Yeah, I'm going pump action shotgun, unlimited ammo. Yeah.
It's got to be the cricket bat.
What with a nail through it?
Yeah.
Lawnmower.
I'd go chainsaw.
Can I not have like a shovel, like you know the big diggers?
Oh, what you mean, like a JCB?
Yeah,
That's not really a weapon, mate.
well, it would be if I was in it and I was running them over.
Well, they could open the door.
Can they?
They
though?
don't move that fast.
Can they really?
They got hands.
I think can we answer your
Yeah,
question?
but
Can we
the
answer-
whole thing.
Can we answer your question with a returning question? What kind of zombies are we dealing with here?
You mean the fast one or the
yeah.
We won't know till that
we
happens,
don't. We
do
won't
we?
know,
So
Yeah. So
there you go.
I'm with Bailey. I'll go for the machete as well.
All right.
Okay.
Two, maybe.
Yeah, probably two.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're more than
And
Thank you for having us.
it's been great fun.
Thank you for
And
listening to us.
good band.
Lovely.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
For listening to us waffle on.
No, that's fine.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. You spoke. You weren't that quiet.